Hello, I'm Rebecca and Intuitive, and welcome to Masterful Chats. And I'd like to say hello and welcome back to all of my wonderful subscribers, and hello and welcome to those of you who are viewing me for the very first time. Masterful Chats are short, clear, concise, clarifying conversations designed to uplift, empower, inspire, and support you as you move forward along your spiritual path and in your life's journey. And today's chat is about presence, what it can mean for you in the long haul and in the long term. The benefits are amazing and astounding. A few weeks ago, we talked about being in the present moment. The present moment is strictly the present moment. It is this one expansive, fleeting moment that we have. And our life is comprised of one present moment after the other present moment after the next present moment. And being in that present moment and knowing you are in that present moment is called presence or mindfulness, because in that presence and in that mindfulness, you become aware. You become able to determine every thought, word, feeling, and action and how you respond. Presence and mindfulness allow us to self-regulate, to become more conscious of ourselves, to be able to observe the outer world. And in today's world, where the outer world is being, for lack of a better term, demolished, there's an awful lot of chaos, isn't there? And so if we can self-regulate, if we can give ourselves the spaciousness of the present moment, and honor that present moment by being mindful and by understanding the very nature of our being and exactly what's going on within us and around us, that is what I call presence. Presence allows us to hone our attention. It allows us to focus on one thing at a time. It allows our ability to concentrate to increase, to deal with one task, one issue, one thing at a time. We will cut down on a lot of crazy making, worry, and behaviors. It will result in stress reduction, because if we're in the present moment and we're feeling the nature of our being and our presence, then we're not in the past and we're not in the future. And with being in that present moment comes the ability and the understanding that as Christed beings of light in physical form, whatever comes our way, we can deal with it. We have the ability, we have the tools, or if we don't, we can find someone who can help us. It is very empowering being in the present moment and feeling your presence and navigating from it, because it is very spacious and it is very open and it is very life affirming. It provides a sense of detachment. It provides you the ability to be in the observation mode, not only of what you are experiencing emotionally, physically, mentally, but to observe others in their behavior. If one is in the present moment and being very present, one is not being a hot reactor. speaking what comes to their mind and out of their mouth before they thought about the damage that can be caused or the repercussions, but by being thoughtful, by not being triggered. And if one is triggered, to note it and to say to themselves, my gosh, I didn't realize that that was in me. What is it within me that got snagged? By being in the present moment and by being in a state of presence, your relationships will improve. I don't believe there is any way that they could not. Because by being present, you become a very active listener. You can wait until someone has finished what they need to say and then thoughtfully respond. Another huge benefit is increased self-awareness, as I mentioned earlier. And if we come to know ourselves far better, then I believe that we can navigate the world and be more compassionate with others. Because each one of us is a work in progress. None of us is perfect. And as we travel through schoolroom earth, being present allows us to be ourselves and allows others to be themselves. We aren't demanding that others behave exactly like us. That doesn't mean that we choose to be around some individuals that perhaps we don't agree with their lifestyle choices or their beliefs, but we don't demonize them and we don't say that they're wrong, but we honor their path and allow them that path while we continue on our own. We are all part of the whole. And what we are seeing right now out in the world is a tremendous number of people acting out of their shadow self. The self that has not been integrated, the self that has not been loved. We're seeing the lack and the victimization and the demonization of others. We're seeing people being persecuted and told that they are less than. And that definitely is a man-made construct because the Creator loves each one of us the same. No one is loved more than anyone else. And I truly believe if we are in the present moment and we are in tune with our presence and how we're feeling, the belief that we can guide our lives and that we can make good choices for our lives is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It will raise our self-esteem. It will help us to make better choices, to be kinder to ourselves, to be more compassionate to ourselves, to love ourselves, and to honor our journey. And when we do that and we truly respect ourselves, then the beliefs and the behaviors of other people are not going to derail us. There may be things that we need to stand for. There may be actions that we can take. There may be things on our life path that we definitely need to address. But that doesn't mean that you have to get into the push-pull right-wrong of the third dimensional mentality. You can stand in your truth. You can speak your truth lovingly and with kindness. And you can set boundaries. And you can be in integrity in the fifth dimension. In the third dimension, there is absolutely none. But as always, it comes back to you. It comes back to working on yourself and your inner processes. It comes back to you acknowledging wounds, perhaps that have never been healed, and loving that shadow side of yourself. Because I know personally that if there is something that is unhealed within us, there will be a person or a situation that comes to us to bring that up to be addressed. And many of us are here to heal our family lineages. So we're not just working on ourselves, per se, in this lifetime, but we may be healing trauma from previous lifetimes, as well as multitudes of lifetimes of our ancestors, thousands. It's a pretty big job. So in these times of tremendous change and the dismantling of the systems, trust in your own ability to remain in the present moment and to feel your presence and to know yourself as a fully Christed being of light in physical form. There is nothing that is brought into your life, a situation, a person, an occurrence, that you cannot address, that you cannot handle. That doesn't mean that you have to handle it alone. If you need help, reach out, seek it, ask questions, be curious. But everything that comes to us is for our highest and greatest good. And out of the most challenging situations, we quite often grow the most. I can look back on my life personally, and if I had not gone through the things that I have gone through, I would not be the person I am today. And so I give deep, deep gratitude for those people, those relationships, those circumstances that have driven my healing and my need to integrate and become whole. And by being in our presence and sensing our presence, the more we will be open and acknowledge how grateful we can be for what we have in our lives, the beauty of nature, the love of friends and family, our beloved pets, the fact that we have electricity and running water and homes and transportation. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. And just take the time to relish those moments that come throughout the day where we can be thankful and we can be grateful. The call from a friend, encouraging words, laughter, things that make your heart sing, music. There is so much to be grateful for in your life. And in doing so, in being grateful, in following gratitude, and giving thanks for what you have, you will only increase and raise your vibration and therefore attract more good things to you. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. So stay in the present moment as best you can. Feel your presence. Acknowledge the beauty in your life. And as always, follow the joy, follow the love, follow the laughter. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It would really help the channel. I would truly appreciate you commenting and sharing this video as well. So wherever you're at in the world, until we chat again, blessings.